I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Rhonda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us. www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Truso even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Truso is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Truso. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Truso is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Hey, Ivanka Farabi here. I'm the founder and executive director of Beyond the Shackles. We're a nonprofit that instills hope in the incarcerated, disenfranchised, and their families. But we don't stop there, because what we know is that you don't have to spend one day behind physical bars to be in shackles in your heart and your mind. and we help people to rise up. What is my genius? I'm a life elevation coach and strategist. I'm a motivational speaker, and I help people to navigate the difficult terrain of adversity. Do you know that you can build the most beautiful masterpiece from the rubble that might lie at your feet from the most difficult of times? Well, you can. And I help people to walk out their God-given plans and find their genius. Why? Everybody has genius, because genius is common.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Helen Hicks, and I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our first speaker today is Christine Neblett. Christine is the founder and CEO of Kristen Enterprises, LLC, a family-owned business in operation since 2010. The team at Kristen Enterprises provides barrels as well as commercial bin shipping to the Caribbean and Central America by air freight and sea cargo. Kristen Enterprises, they strive to provide a hassle-free shipping experience to customers, whether you are sending gifts and essential items to your loved ones abroad or shipping items to operate your business in the Caribbean. I present to you Christine Neblett.
Hello. A pleasant good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you as well. So happy that you're here with us. Genius is common, and I will see you on the other side.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, Christine. How are you today?
Andrea, I am awesome.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you for
Black
asking.
Business Network.
Thank you.
I'm just honored to be able to interview you this afternoon. And one of the first things that I want to find out from you, and I know the audience is so excited, what inspires you?
What inspires me in general?
Yes.
Waking up. I just want to be up. I work all day. I put so much into my business, and then I do also put into corporate America. And so I sleep so sound that I look forward to waking up. And that in itself is my inspiration. But outside of that, I love helping people. Regardless of what, I just like to be out there helping people. Hence the reason for my involvement in everything I do in life.
Amazing. I love that. What inspired you to become a business owner?
In that sense, the story behind it is I was working on Wall Street. I decided to try out network marketing, and it had its ups and downs. And so when it was down, I decided to go back into corporate America instead of doing network marketing. And I thought, hey, if I'm going to do something, let me do something that I like. And so I wanted to travel the world, and I decided to work for Delta Airlines. I still do. When I went to work for Delta, the pay was $10.30 an hour. That couldn't do anything. But what it actually did at that time was put an extra little dollar in my pocket because I didn't have a big expense. Hence, I'm married, so my husband takes care of my overall. But I just needed my own working money. And so I was like, but this money's still not enough. I want to do more for myself. And so I decided to do something that I know. So I left Guyana in 2004. And prior to that, I was in the freight industry. And when I came here and I decided to do something I know, I thought to myself, instead of working a second job, why not create that second job and work the second job? So a lot of people, go into business and they're entrepreneurs, but they have 80 or 90% of the staff working for them. And so they just put a little input in. My idea into getting into business was totally different. I was like, I'm going to create a job that I can actually come to as a second job. But I am also the entrepreneur. So I'm working for myself as well as having the business work for me.
Amazing. So can you share with us in details, like exactly what products and services that you offer?
Basically, it's air and sea cargo shipping to the Caribbean, and we have shipped to the rest of the world, like in Africa and London. We've done some of the rest of the world, but we focus primarily on Caribbean. Our number one market is Guyana, of course, because that's the market I'm familiar with more than the others. But the other markets that we try to focus on outside of Guyana is Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, and Antigua. Now, if you're asking, so aren't you looking at the rest of the Caribbean? Yes, we go to the rest of the Caribbean, but we're going in phases. We're in business in a brick and mortar for 6 years, but I have been doing this on a smaller scale since 2010. So I tried to just give credit to 2016 to now, because that's when I actually understood what I was doing as it relates to business. And so every year we try to focus and add a different country that we can develop and get better in that country.
Wow, I'm glad that you said that, because my next question to you was, as a young business person who might be listening in, how would you recommend that they start if they were interested in this field? How would they start? What would you recommend?
Well, of course, starting a business in the US, if I'm speaking to a US audience, I would tell them to get started with your paperwork. Get that paperwork out of the way, because sometimes we have a skill or we know a service very well, and we're like, oh, I can actually do this as a business. And we start to promote to the public, because that's just one aspect, which is the marketing and getting the business. But the paperwork has to get started. You have to register your business, get your LLC or your INC, get a very good accountant if possible, because that's what I started with, an accountant. I didn't get a lawyer. I got an accountant because I was like, I'm not that good at the finances, but I want to make sure that when the money comes in, it goes where it has to go, and it's accounted for properly. I got a bank account that is not my personal bank account. So one of the things I would caution is to separate what is personal from business. I know a lot of times I hear people saying, oh, just get started where you are. If you want to make your business go the way it should, treat it as a business.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
As a hobby.
Amazing. So can you share with us, what are your company's goals?
Our company goal is to connect customers with their packages seamlessly. Now, are we doing that? We're getting there, because we are not the only the only connection that goes between the customer and their packages, whether it's air cargo or sea cargo freight. We're not the only element involved. I have to use airlines. I have to use carriers, sea carriers. And so we try our best to make the system seamless, but sometimes it gets complicated. So every time I try to better something that goes bad, but our goal is to make it seamless, get it there on time in the best possible, with, people, a lot of people want cheap, but if you want fast, you can't have it cheap.
That makes a lot of sense. So, in any business, location is always primary and it's key. Why did you choose your location?
I actually choose this location in Queens because there wasn't anywhere that is over on this southern side of Jamaica doing shipping for the Caribbean. We do have King Solomon and Leparkin, who is over on the Richmond Hill side. And I thought, I never see myself as in competition, by the way. I see myself as adding to the market. So I'm not in competition with the rest of the shipping industry. I learned this business from the owner of Guy Will, which is Ingrid Joseph. So I will never try to be in competition with her because I have to accredit all of my knowledge and what I learned here. I just applied myself. But what I learned from the inception, I have to give credit to, well, she's Bristol. Forgive me if she's hearing me. Ingrid Bristol. I have to give credit to that because I worked with her back in Guyana before coming here. And that's where I found the love for freight and shipping. And so this side needed somebody. And I thought that I was the perfect person to be in South Jamaica.
Amazing. So, a question a lot of people, like customers, might want to find out is what do you do? What do you offer your customer? Any kind of rewards or stuff is offered to your customers?
Yeah, we do have the frequent shipper program. I wonder why a lot of people not using it because we push that so often. But what makes that separate from shipping regularly is that if you ship frequently, you pay less than if you just ship once in a while. So let me explain the difference. If you come in once in a while, you pay $3 a pound with a minimum of $75 for 25 pounds. Anything less than 25 pounds is $75. But let's say you're in the Caribbean and you need to buy shoes, a pair of earrings, and a belt. And putting that together, it shouldn't go over 10 pounds. Now, instead of paying $75 on that, you will be paying for 0 to 10 pounds, you'll be paying $40. So you will save if you ship frequently and we consolidate. It doesn't matter, we consolidate, but we still offer you a cheaper rate than the person who would ship now and whenever again. So that's one of the benefits. Currently, my rates are a little high and I can attest to that. But what I am doing is trying to give a shorter service time from New York into Guyana. And Trinidad and Jamaica and those places that I've mentioned earlier.
Okay, you mentioned earlier about you're not in competition, you're just here to add to the market. However, yes, we all know that we need to have that unique thing about our business that brings your customer to your business. What is unique about Chris Dan LLC?
Our uniqueness that we strive here to do is to keep the customer informed. Because like I said, there are elements that are not helping sometimes to helping our situation, like delays and cancellations that we are not entirely responsible for. But what we strive to do is to keep the customer informed and aware and to try and reach them at the point where, okay, if this is not happening, how can we solve it?
Amazing. You said that you have a full-time job and you also do this. How much time do you allot to your business each day?
I would say right now about 80%, because my full-time job is just term full-time, but I take part-time hours. So I only work 5 hours a day at my considered full-time job
Wow.
and 4
So,
days a week.
oh wow, that's amazing. So, Christine, I've personally been honored to have you sponsor for Global Kids Speak for our competition. So I know that you do give back to your community. Can you tell me about other projects that you work on and how you give back to your community?
Um, as it relates to Chris Dan, we give back by giving scholarships. Last year was the first time we work up a program giving scholarships to persons who are desirous of either going to school that couldn't afford it or wanting to further their education. This year, we have not put that into place. But what I do as a personal, as my personal giving back, I'm a part of the JCs. So, and I'm a senator, which is a life member. And so what I do, like I just went down to Guyana and we had a program that we give hampers to the convalescent home. So I personally give of my time and my resources to helping these things. And not so long ago, we painted a school. We aided in painting a school in Essequibo. And all of this
Amazing.
is done through the JCs because they provide community service. So what I would do is use my business platform to help them to help others.
Wow. So, can you describe to your audience, to our listening audience, how would you describe the success of your business so far?
The success of my business has been rewarding to me because the fact that I can stay open for 7 years despite the challenges of COVID, of just after COVID, we had container issues. We weren't getting containers, and when we do get a container, the prices were going up like every month. Hence the reason why my prices had to increase. But now the prices, like I said, the prices are going back down. Instead of trying to offer a 6 weeks transit time, I'm trying to cut it back down to 4 weeks. So I'm using the same resources to get them faster. So now for me, it's rewarding. For the people who work here, I try my best to make sure it's rewarding for them. And so far, everyone who's here has been with me pretty much from inception.
I strongly believe you're reading my mind because every time I think of asking a question, you actually end most of your responses with the next question I have in mind. I wanted you to share with our audience as a business owner, how do you keep your employees motivated and engaged?
I think all my employees love working with me. I'm not the best employer because my emotions sometimes get ahead of me, and they can tell you that. But when it comes to rewards, I do go my best out to make sure that they're happy. And so some of the things that we do, I don't have a Christmas party because I'm thinking, oh, a party, we're going to just go out and eat and drink and have a lot of frolic and, whatever. I try to give them a spa treatment every year. So for the last 3 years, we've been treating ourselves if we can't do it at Christmas, it will fall in January because, Christmas is the busy season. So we'll go to the spa, shut the business down for a day and pamper ourselves, whether the men get their massages or their pedicure, manicure, whatever, we will do that. Once a year, we will go out for dinner. So they do get the dinner, but there's where we'll go after work, have dinner, laugh, and talk about things. We go bowling. So there's like 2 socials, 1 outing, and one pamper day. And that happens the entire year. We do a family fun day, picnic in the park. That's also a day that we have to shut the business down. And like I said, the bowling or an outing, the dinner, and pamper me. So they love these kind of things that I throw in that are not common to the regular workplace or the regular work industry.
Wow. So you have me here. I'm sure I know for me, I'm about to ask you if you do have any vacancies, and I'm sure some of the audience might be reaching out to you. So let's get a little bit more on how do you stay informed about what the latest trends that's in your industry?
World Wide Web. So yes, I do a lot of the research. One of the things that I have been lacking on and that I need to do more of is to go more social. I don't think for the local shippers that there are that many shippers who are really social, meaning, you're in the social media, you're letting the customer know what's happening. That has been my setback because I'm doing so much working on the back end of the business because I'm the person who would do the accounting here. So like I find so much time doing that part kind of lack, but I have to do more social.
Yes, yeah. As I said, you keep getting me before I can ask the questions because I was going to ask you what strategies. So, what existing strategies do you have right now to attract new customers and also to retain the ones that you have?
Currently, I am still going the old mill way of word of mouth and getting flyers out. We do have our social media platform, Chris Dan Enterprises on Instagram as well as Facebook. And we do have someone who would monitor that for me. But personally, I was talking about me speaking more out to the public socially. That's what I was talking about in the previous question. But yeah, we're still the old time word of mouth and getting our flyers and our regular information on the social media.
Amazing. So, we all have difficult conversations that we have to have at one point or the other. For a business person, maybe a young business person listening in who might be interested in entering the field, could you share with them how you would handle difficult conversations with clients and vendors?
I'm still a work in progress. Sometimes I usually have to zip it because I allow my emotions to get in the way. So the first thing I would tell them is think as the customer. Sometimes we think for ourselves and we're like, well, I wouldn't ask that question, or I wouldn't go that way, or I wouldn't do that. But the first thing I usually have to tell myself when I start to get above myself is to think like the customer. So I have to be naive. This is not an industry I know. Let's say we have a customer who is an accountant and is trying to ship something. They don't know the ins and outs, a whole operation, but all they know is that I have a parcel I want to ship, or I have a barrel I want to ship, and it didn't get there on time, or it didn't work out the way it should. What should I do? And so I have to think, okay, this is somebody who doesn't know, and put yourself in the position and deal with them. We've had last year some setbacks because of like I told you, container issues that I couldn't control. We had a vessel broke down in Jamaica. A container took 3 months because they had the cricket. They had to ship out the cricket containers first. And 3 months, not just my container, a lot of other shippers, 3 months to get to Guyana. I had to deal with the customer as if I was the person being married. And so I went to the family. I didn't call them on the phone and say, this is what we're going to do. I drove over to their homes. I offered to buy the most important things that they will need for the wedding. It cost me a little over $800 to buy them back. I still have some of the wedding stuff. that, you know, if anybody gets married around me and I say, oh, do you want a card holder or do you want some plates? So what I did was purchase the things for the wedding, ship it to them by ear, because that was mostly needed, because we kept rolling the dates, but that was not because I can control it. And then they had the wedding. They didn't have everything they actually planned because it was stuck, but they had the most important things. And then when the barrel got there, they were so kind to call me to come and pick up the stuff that I bought that they had. I was shocked that they did it, but they called me. And guess what? I was in Guyana at the time. My dad and I drove all the way to the quarantine to pick it up. And so 2 days ago, the customer came in here and she was still shipping with me. And I was on the phone talking with another customer. She said, well, I had the worst experience, but I'm still here. So be honest, authentic, and put yourself in the customer's shoe.
Most definitely. Wow. So at one time or the other, you have to make tough decisions as a business owner. Can you share with the audience about that time that you can think about when you had to make a tough decision?
Always. Just recently, we have a customer who ships frequently. Like he would come in here every week if possible. And the last time I had to stop him from shipping is when Custom Border Protection came in here, CBP came in here and they requested his documents. He called me subsequently to ship again. And I said, unfortunately, you are a frequent shipper. You bring business here frequently. But today is the day in which it will have to end. And when I say frequent, I mean, it's not a $75 box that he's running in here with. It's plenty cargo. But what we didn't know all along, maybe, or this can be just a one time, was that he was putting narcotics into food items, tins and stuff like that, resealing them, and was clever at getting it out. This one time it didn't work because the cargo got stuck at the airport. And so after a while, it would start to smell. So customs had to go into the packaging and find out what's happening here. And so issues like that, I have to say, we can no longer ship with you. Ship for you.
Wow.
So we had to end that relationship. And of course, like, you know, you're telling somebody who is shipping with you and bringing income, you have to choose over integrity and the dollar. So that was just one recent incident.
Wow. So again, you beat me to it because I wanted to find out, like, what steps do you take as a business owner to ensure that you're in compliance where applicable laws and regulations are needed?
I have to, because that is the one key thing that keeps the door open. If I am not ahead of it, then okay, let's back all the way up. I have a federal ID to uphold. So if I am involved in any of the unauthorized or unnecessary activities, I personally am putting my federal ID at risk. And there's one thing I will never do, and I will say this publicly, is jeopardize my income. So I first have to uphold that. And then, of course, as an individual, it's something that never interests me. So for people to come and do it under because at the end of the day, the license and everything is on the Christine Neblett. It's not on the Chris Dan only. I'm the one who signs it. So I cannot let someone come into this business to jeopardize my lifestyle, in so to speak, because even if it did affected my ID, then therefore I will be responsible. So I have to hold that individual responsible. And hence, if you as my friend walk in here, I will ask you for your ID. I will ask you for the relevant documentation that should the authorities come looking for you, I must be able to hand you over.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Christine and Andrea. That was such an informative discussion that you shared with all of us today. So thank you so much for being here. Genius is common, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you for having me.
No problems. Wonderful. But one more thing. Oh, sorry. Sorry, there you are, Christine. I was just wondering really quick if you could just give the audience, your website or wherever they can reach you to, if they would like to do business with you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so very much. Our website is Chris Dan Enterprises with an S, LLC.com. And our telephone number here is 718-738-1490.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me, Helen and Andrea.
You guys are very welcome. You take care.
You too.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's on the screen below. It's $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo sponsors for October 2023, NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mulaney Shaney Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and we'll see you on the other side.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream? Or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie?
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserved. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
The Black Business Expo is changing my life. This year, they are giving away laptops and even $5,000 in cash to students just like me. I'm Alexis, and I want to go to college to fulfill my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Help the Black Business Expo going to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and also becoming a vendor, a sponsor, or donating.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpo.com. blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. we endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Helen Hicks. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Teresa Chambers. Teresa Chambers, MS, is a brand marketer, a content strategist, an inventor, a writer, and an editor who has dedicated herself to helping authors, entrepreneurs, and artists define, discover, and connect with their target markets. As the founder and CEO of 10th Muse Enterprises, LLC, she provides space and platforms to empower Black and Brown creative entrepreneurs and artists from historically marginalized groups everywhere to increase economic and community stability through their talent. Teresa has used her expertise as a writer, editor, marketer, and project manager to create and launch programs and products in corporate, academic, and community arenas from New York City to South Florida to Silicon Valley and the world for more than 25 years. I present to you Teresa Chambers.
Hi, Helen. Thanks so much. I'm so glad to be here today. So it was really great to
here. All right, so Genius's comment, and we will see you on the other side.
So it was really great to watch the lead in to the Black Business Network today, where we talk about the fact that I am a Black business. And today, as I discuss publishing strategies and what things that people who are independent publishers can do to increase their sales, give some tips, that's something that is top of mind. And it actually is the first tip that I offer, which is this. If you are an author and you are an independent publisher, you are a business, and it's important to act as if you have a business. And the other things that I'll share throughout this time together are related to that idea of you being a business. So a lot of times people think that they want to write a book and it's a fun thing, and you might be looking at it as a hobby, looking at writing as a hobby. And that's great. And so you can enjoy that, and that is fine. However, at the point where you decide that you want to publish, that you want other people in the world to read your books, then you become something different. You actually become a publisher, and that means you have a responsibility as a business owner. And I'm sure that all of you out there have bought many things. You've bought whatever you shop for. You think about the quality that of the product that you buy, and it could be something that's inexpensive, but even if you pay a little bit for it, you absolutely expect that it's not cheaply made, and it's something that is going to be worth your money. And so that's something that has to be kept in mind, especially when you're writing a book, because you know that all things are not created equal. But once you have the responsibility to publish something, you put it out there, and you need to respect the customer, the end user, whether that is a printed book, whether that's audio book, or any other format that you might put out there. It's very important for you to look at your book publishing as a business. So that's my first tip. So what does it take to really make that book a great book to sell, and really make it so that you're getting the results that you want? Because as a business owner, you absolutely have the intention to sell, right? So one of the main things that you have to do is you have to create a quality product. So what does that mean as far as a book is concerned? Well, one, it means that you have to have a really well edited book. So that's my next tip, is that you make sure that you get your book edited very well. And that means that a lot of times you have to go through multiple edits. A lot of people want to skimp on that. But again, as a business owner and as a publisher, the quality of the product depends on having quality edits. And you could have several edits, and you should. So you definitely want to have a developmental editor. So what does that mean? You want somebody who is going to look at your whole book in its entirety and give you feedback on the organization, whether the story flows, whether the ideas that you're trying to convey make sense, whether it all fits together. That's what a developmental editor does. And the developmental editor does that for a nonfiction book as well as a fiction book. Both types of books, products, definitely require a developmental editor. Now, there's been a lot of conversation about AI and what's possible there. Some people have even gone to the lengths already of writing books using AI. I don't recommend that, and most people will not respect that, and they don't consider that really to be a legitimate piece of original content. But what you can use AI for is to go through the proofreading process. So once you have your book in a place where you feel like it's complete and ready to be edited, just before you hand it off to an editor, put it in that AI tool and let it point out those grammatical errors, those spelling errors, those kinds of line edits that can make a difference in being able to deliver a quality product to your editor, so that your editor doesn't get distracted by the grammar, the misspellings, and can really focus on the story overall. So that's my tip number 3, is use AI for doing that line editing component, but get your other editors in there too. The developmental editor is your first one. And then you do your copy editor, which is really the person who is responsible for making sure that the story flows from a spelling, grammatical, language perspective. So those are 2 critical editors that you have to have. And that leads me to number 3, which is that you probably, well, you have to make sure that you have a plan. And what you want with your plan, in this case, I'm referring to, is the budget. So you need to have a budget to produce a book. A lot of people want to skimp on the book. They figure, oh, I have my computer, I've typed this up, I just need to get it out there. And so I'm just going to get an ISBN number and package it up and throw it up on Amazon. And the fact is that if you do that, then there are a lot of things that could go wrong with that. And that really is probably the biggest reason that you're not getting the results of a book that you've already created. A big issue is that you haven't invested, you haven't planned for an investment in your book product. And what does that mean? In addition to paying for the editors, there's also paying for marketing. And a lot of people think that marketing is an option and it's not something that you have to do. But let's really understand what marketing is. I think I have a big issue these days with that particular thing because that's my area of specialty. It is focused on the marketing. But everybody thinks that they can market now because of social media. Well, social media is not just marketing. That's not what marketing is. It is a tactic, it is a tool to reach your market. But marketing strategy and having a marketing plan is really about identifying who your target market is and where to find them. So a lot of times authors will put their books out and they will think that they'll post it on Facebook and they will wonder why nobody's reading their book or buying their book. But if that's not where their target market is, then they're not going to buy it. So it was actually easier when there were bookstores that were the primary destination where people would buy their books. And of course, we still have bookstores, but that was a broad market. But then even when you walked into the bookstore, there were sections, and there are sections in a bookstore that focus on different topics. And so there are only certain books in those certain areas. And so if I'm going to look for a children's book, I'm not going into the psychology section of the nonfiction books, right? So, and the people who are going to the children's books are not going to be the same people necessarily who are going to look for those psychology books, unless you have parents who are in psychology, right? So you go into those different sections, but you're serving different needs. So it's really important to understand that marketing is a cost, but it also is the way that you get a return on your investment by having that marketing plan. But you have to put that in the budget. And if you're not having someone in-house to do it, you have to plan for paying someone to actually execute on that. So it's really critical to have a budget. And you really do have to have an overall plan for your book. And that's my next tip, is having that plan. Because if you don't have a plan, then you don't even have an idea of what success is going to look like. Often I talk to an author who's about to publish, and that's one of my first questions is, what is your big plan for this book? Because based on what your plan is, there is a strategy and an approach, and there's different markets for those books. So it's really important to have a plan. And that could mean anything from, I plan to sell a lot of books, and there's a strategy that supports that. It could be, I want to become a speaker because I'm a subject matter expert. And that is also an option. And it requires a different strategy than someone who's truly just driving sales. It could be, I want businesses to buy my books and I want them to also buy programs. Well, that's a different strategy as well. So you can see how, based on what your goals are, you might have a different plan. And so it's really important to understand what your plan is, know what your big goals are. And short-term and long-term goals and a plan are important. So, you know, the books have a long tail, as we say in the industry. So you're not talking about just putting something out there today and then you're going to do this magical book release. It's going to have all these sales and then you're going to go back about your business. if you look at this as a business, then you know that there's a long-term goal and plan. And then for each book, you have to think that the book comes out and there are new readers for your book that come about every year. And so you have to think, so this is my first year in my book sales and marketing. So let me think about what's going to happen in year 2 and year 3. And that means that you may actually have to think about growing your sales. It might be looking at different markets. It might be looking at building your author brand, which leads me to my next tip. And that is, you need to create an author brand. But what does that really mean? That means that you want to be known for something. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you are known because of your face and you are a subject matter expert, which you may be. You may just be known because of your name and the types of books that you write. A lot of times in the fiction genre, especially, there are a lot of writers that we know, but we don't know what they look like. We wouldn't recognize them if they walked up to us. But we know those names, and we know, and we have an expectation of what kinds of stories we're going to get from them. So your brand building can be around your type of stories that you write, your genre. It could be based on your particular style of writing, or it could be based on who you are and building that personal brand. So that's up to you, but there are definitions and there's a way for you to control how you present yourself as an author to the world. And that's really important to decide that and land on what exactly it is that you think is important to present and define as your author brand. So the next tip I have is really, really critical. It is, and it goes back to the writing of the book and the product. And that is that quality matters in the writing and the design and the formatting of your book. So let's break that down. In the writing, it is, in my opinion, the utmost disrespect to show when you have a book that you publish and you want people to spend their money on, their hard-earned money on, and they are looking at your book and there's spelling errors, there's bad formatting, there's a lot of bad grammar, all of these errors in the book. That is the essence of disrespect of your reader. And so you have to think about that. The quality of the writing matters. Also, the formatting. There are standard book formats, and it's important to follow those because that is what the reader expects. The reader expects the book to flow in a certain way, to be structured, to be the pages to be numbered, all of these things, and for things to go in order. And if there's indexing, then there's expectation that there's an index. There's an expectation of a table of contents. So these components of what makes a book are the things that all people who read expect. And so it's important to really understand and honor that. And then finally, with regard to the design, the cover design is really, really important as well. And a lot of people tend to skimp on that, especially independent publishers, I'm going to say, because you want to get your book out there and you may want to go to a very inexpensive website and just get somebody to put something together for you that kind of represents what you want, or you want to do it yourself. It's really, really critical to have a great cover design and spend the money to do that as well, because the first thing that people see is the book cover. The book cover really does sell the book, and that's whether it's a physically printed book or a book that you get online. The cover matters. It markets your book. It is one of the key marketing tools for your book. So it's worth spending a little bit of time and a little bit of money, more than a little bit of money actually, getting that book done. So I highly recommend that you take into consideration the quality of the product, again, that you're selling. And that means having great writing, having a great design, and having a well-formatted book. Another thing that's really important that really makes the difference in the amount of sales that a book publisher can have for a newly published book, and that is the window right before the book actually comes out and is published. So there's a really small window for pre-launching your book to get your book the visibility early on. And when you do that prep work, that really makes a difference in getting those early sales. So things like having your beta readers provide you with reviews on your website and giving them direction on how they can share and spread the word about this great book that they've read. That's really important. So I highly recommend that you look at beta readers as a way to get that pre-review, pre-advance reputation for your book that gets the buzz going and helps people really start to buy your book. Another thing you can do in advance that's really important is to look for opportunities to get your book into awards. So a lot of times the awards organizations will open up their selections only to books that have been published in the current or the previous publishing year. So it's really important for you to keep that in mind and look for those opportunities for the category, depending on what kind of book you're publishing. Make sure that you have a calendar so that you know when's a good time to publish my book and where are those opportunities for me to submit my awards, submit my book for awards so that I can get exposure that way. Another critical thing to do is to get reviews. And yes, you will have to pay for some, like the Kirkus review, it's worth it. And also the Publishers Weekly, which also for independent publishers is Book Life. So the Book Life prize, there's one category for fiction, there's one category for nonfiction. And they also you can submit for the prize, but you can also submit to have your books reviewed. And that's really helpful. And so with that, I think it's really important for you to keep in mind that these are independent reviewers. And although you're paying, you are paying for a legitimate, valid review of your book. And it's something that can be great. It's a third-party endorsement if they put out a good review, and you have the option to publish the review or not once you receive it. But it's very important to do that. And you really only have a limited window before your book is published or soon after your book is published to be able to get those reviews. So that's something else that I would recommend that you can do in advance. And then also you can offer pre-orders on your website. Getting your website up is something you absolutely should do. Get your cover done and use that for marketing as soon as possible so that you can then start to engage and build the audience for your readership. So those are some things that I highly recommend. And there are a lot of great ideas that I can share with you if we have a chance to talk. So this is very important to really take advantage of that advance window. So another thing that I want to make sure that you understand in terms of the process itself is that it really does take time for you to get a great book done. So we're going back even before you get to the point of hitting publish. It really is give yourself the time to write a great book, to deliver something that is wonderful. And so don't rush it. It may feel like you just got to get it down and you just got to get it out and the world needs it, and the world does. But whenever you get it done and get it done well, that's the right time for your book to get published. And my next tip is if you are having trouble getting through that process, then you can get a coach. And a coach is someone who will make you accountable for your process and making sure you hit your deadlines. So having that person who's accountable, who understands what you're trying to accomplish, can give you feedback along the way, but also keep you on task, keep you from getting distracted. Because we know getting distracted is so easy to do in the world that we live in. Hopefully it's not distraction by things that are not as high a priority for you. Really prioritizing your book and then working with someone who's a coach to get you to the quality of the product that you need is going to be really important. So I highly recommend a coach. And then I just want to say that building your brand, it doesn't require being on social media. And I know that for a lot of folks out there who are shy and who may not like being on social media, that's something that they are concerned about. Oh, if I publish a book, do I have to be on social media? Well, actually, you don't. But you have to really think about how then will you build your audience and build your following for your book. I am a believer in really leveraging the two marketing tools that you own all the time, and that is your website and your email list. And so it's important for you to think about how you can get people to your website and how you can get a robust email list that will allow you to market and publish once you publish your book. So when you think about that, it's really important to know that that requires a certain type of activity. So for example, you may have to do more networking, in-person networking or virtual networking, but the focus has to be, hey, I have a book or I have a book coming out and I'd love to share it with you. I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love for you to check it out and start to build up that list. So that's a really critical aspect of getting your book out from a marketing perspective and a brand perspective without using social media. Of course, social media is useful, but when you do that, this goes back to my earlier point. At the end of the day, you have to know where your audience is, right? And so everybody, there are a lot of people like you who don't like social media. And so if that's the case, but you want them to read your book because that's your audience, where are you going to find them? That's a really critical question. And so I'm here for that for you. And so I want to share that with 10th Muse. Publishing strategy is a central aspect of my business. I'm very passionate about helping authors get their books out there and get them to the audiences that they're interested in reaching. So helping from everything from getting the coaching through the publishing process or the writing process, coaching through the writing process, planning the marketing strategy and plan, helping with the book launch, and then doing that implementation of that long-term plan that's appropriate and works for that independent publisher and author. And just so you know, we have a checklist for for anyone here. You can go to my website at 10thmuseenterprises.com and you can download a checklist for self-publishing. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Awesome. Very awesome. So thank you so much, Teresa, for all that great information that you gave us for all those, authors who are out there, those aspiring self-publishers. Any final words of advice or encouragement for people who, they haven't taken that next step to actually write that book yet?
Thanks so much. I didn't hear you.
Oh, no. Well, thank you, Teresa, for being in the show. We appreciate all the great information that you shared with us for all those aspiring authors and those who are looking to self-publish. As she said, you can go to her website, 10th Muse Enterprises, I believe that was. I didn't quite catch all of it, but thank you so much for all that information. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use Cash App that's on the bottom of the screen. That's $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for October 2023, NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Council Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mulaney Shaney Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and Black Business Expo USA. Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, this is Israel, and I am CEO of Daydreams Interactive and author of Princess Planet. So, genius is common, and as a kid, I loved to daydream. Even as an adult, I love to daydream. And when my daughter became 6 and loved princess characters, but we just could not find the diversity that showed her, we created our own characters. So, for instance, you have Princess Nulu right here. Princess Nulu is from Uganda, and her genius is that she loves to take care of animals. She can actually even listen and hear what they say. And then we have Princess Isabella right here. Princess Isabella, she's from Cuba, and her genius is biochemistry. One day she hopes to eliminate disease. Then we have Princess Nia right here, and Princess Nia is based off of my daughter, and she is what she wants to be, the greatest dancer alive. So that's her genius. So what's your genius? My genius is my imagination. Genius is common.
Art to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and the expressions to what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at. The way I feel when I'm drawing, when I'm creating something, is I feel free. I feel like there's an anticipation of something that's going to come. I try not to draw first. I try to draw second. And what I mean by that is I try to allow myself to kind of get into the piece and just relax. Sometimes I miss time. I'll draw 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. And while I'm drawing, it's just a free. I just feel free. I mean, I feel like time stands still. That's what it's all about in terms of the lines and the colors of my work, is to get an expression, to go deeper and past just what you see on the surface, but to go in and try to find an expression that everybody gets a different taste of what that expression is, whether it's anger or whether it's being happy or whether it's being, kind of calm or nonchalant. That expression that people take away from the piece is the most important part of what I do as an artist. Bold is the size of my pieces, where I try to do the piece larger than life, to kind of push forward toward you. And that's what the boldness is all about. It's not so much about the lines, it's about the size. The Face of Change art show is inspired by my mother, but more importantly, it's a historical moment in time as the pieces depict different emotions and expressions of Barack Obama. The 44th president is indicative of the 44 pieces of art that I have done in this particular collection. When you begin to think about expressions and portraits, this is a portrait gallery of expressions of what transpired as Barack Obama ran for office. Some of the pictures are abstract and some are expressionistic. And I combine both of those forms of art to create this collection of art pieces. Overcomer, brilliant, ambitious, motivated, awesome, Obama.
So what we have to do is when we get in a spot, we need to create some spots for us. That's the main thing. We need to be able to be in a position where we're able to create those spots for us. For me, being an entrepreneur, I'm not just going to get a business and then leave you sitting high and dry. If you ask me some questions about entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you as much as I received. I've seen people who made it, and then when you ask them, it's like, okay, now you have to pay me for the information, the same information I got for free. We probably in totally different cities. There's no way that we're going to bump heads or anything. We're not competing. Bring me up with you. And so I just think that whatever education that I have, then I need to be able to give that to my own as well. So create the spots. You can create the spots when you get there.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant. where social justice ruled the land. A place without limits.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Helen Hicks. I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Dr. Tabitha Russell. Dr. Tabitha Russell is more than just a business owner and serial entrepreneur. She is also a woman of faith, a mother, and a grandmother. Dr. Tabitha has mastered the process of going from employee to CEO. She has started and scaled several successful businesses and is now helping women to start and scale their businesses to 6 and 7 figures. She is also an author and speaker known for her inspirational and motivational content. Before Dr. Tabitha's well-known success, she was financially struggling as a mother of 5. Determined to make a better life for herself and her children, Dr. Tabitha started and scaled multiple companies. Her current mission is to uplift, empower, and inspire motivated women who currently lack confidence and guidance. She holds 2 doctorates, is the author of I Divorced My Money and Married My Mindset, and is the host of the weekly radio show Inside Inspired Women. I present to you Dr. Tabitha Russell.
Hello there.
Hello, so nice to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to have this time to share with you on today. I am Dr. Tabitha Russell, and I will be talking about becoming a subject matter expert and an innovator in your business. Now, I know that sometimes this is something that's not really talked about because it doesn't really, sound all glamorous. But the reason why I want to talk about it is that we should be constantly desiring to grow in our business in order to be successful. So an innovator really is a subject matter expert. And a lot of people say, well, the reason why I went into this business usually is because I have a lot of knowledge. Well, having a lot of knowledge and being able to apply that in your business really does make a difference when you're constantly learning about innovation in your business and how you can scale to potentially serve more customers and maximize your level of success. So a subject matter expert is someone who knows a lot about a specific thing. In business, it's important because people trust the experts. And so you want to strive to become the expert in the field of business that you're in, meaning that if you can study any one subject for a considerable period of time, let's just say 2.5 to sometimes 5 years, you become the subject matter expert because you have learned all of the intricacies of your business. And so you want to have continuous learning for staying relevant and competitive in your field. And sometimes this could include reading industry specific books, journals, as well as articles. It's okay if you say that I'm not a reader. We don't get to hold that as an excuse today, because there's lots of ways for you to be able to get books, because there's services like Audible. Audible has the ability to be able to read books to you and you be able to get the information. So you can also enroll in online courses. You can take workshops, or if you decide, you can do the formal education route, meaning you can enroll sometimes in subject specific courses that can help you to now learn more about that area of business. Let's just face it, we all can stand to learn more things, right? I tell everybody I've been an entrepreneur and business owner for well over 20 years. With that, I still say that I don't know everything, because with technology and with systems and different things like that, business and the business world is always changing. So it's definitely to your advantage to make sure that you're on the cutting edge of everything business, especially for your area of expertise. So you can also do some things like networking with professionals in your industry to exchange knowledge. There's nothing wrong with being in the room, as it's said today, right? Being in the room where information is being shared all the time. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've been in different circles in different rooms, and I walked away with something new that I did not know. And so it is very important that you drive yourself to now expand, right? Attending conferences and seminars to gain insights and build connections that can be invaluable for you as you continue to build upon your business career. Let's look at seeking out mentors who can offer guidance and share their level of expertise with you. You want to develop a habit of self-assessment and identify areas where you can improve. So, for example, if you run a digital marketing agency, for example, you want to stay up to date with the latest trends in SEO, social media advertising, content marketing is crucial. You might regularly read blogs, participate in webinars, as well as take those courses in those areas, right? Like all of this helps you to become that subject matter expert. And even then, when you are the subject matter expert, there's still more to learn. I have literally seen this in my own business because of AI. Let's just say artificial intelligence. Well, that has come on the scene, and it is a game changer in most businesses. For the amount of time that it used to take for a person to do spreadsheets or write content and different things like that, it could be done in a matter of minutes. Where when we, had to use our creative genius, right, and sit and write an article, a blog, or something of the like, it took us a whole lot longer to be able to do that. So I will say that it definitely makes a difference when you are now looking at the most recent trends and what's changing in your industry. So another thing that's hugely important when we're talking about building innovation and being that subject matter expert is trust and credibility. Now, what does that have to do with being a subject matter expert? Well, when you know a lot about something, people trust you more, right? And so this trust helps you sell more products and services. And so in order for you to build trust, which is a fundamental aspect of successful business, you want to deliver on your promises consistently. That's first and foremost, hands down, before you even move on to anything else, right? You want to let your word be your word, and you want to stand on that, and you want to be able to continue to build on that. But if you say you'll do something, follow through. That's how you build trust, and that's how you become the subject matter expert. Think about it this way, is that if someone is looking for the product that you have, if you've built that rapport, that trust with that customer, they're going to seek you out first. And so you want to make sure that your customer service is forefront of your products and services when you are helping your customers, as well as you want to communicate openly and honestly with your customers, your employees, and any stakeholders that may have a vested interest in your business. So you want to provide high quality products first and foremost, or services that meet or exceed your customers' expectations. I always say that money is a byproduct of you having good products and services. And so if you need to tweak something with your business based upon you being a subject matter expert and doing your proper due diligence, then do so. Right? There's nothing wrong with improving upon a product, because that allows you to have the opportunity to service that customer and them to walk away very pleased, because let's face it, word of mouth with social media today travels in lightning speed. So there's very easy ways that people can say, I don't know about that product, or yes, I will follow that product based upon the feedback that customers are giving. Now, you also want to make sure that you are handling any customer concerns and or either complaints or their issues promptly and professionally. That also helps you to build trust in your business, and it solidifies repeat customers as well as retention, right? You want to increase your longevity or the life cycle of a customer. I cannot tell you how many times that I've seen the life cycle of the customer change over the period of time, because sometimes we are not careful to look in making sure that our customers are happy with our products and our services. So you want to make sure that you are putting that at the forefront of your customer service when you are building out your product, as well as you want to take the steps to protect your customers' data and their privacy, and you want to have a commitment to their security. And then always act upon integrity in all of your business endeavors. Another example is that if you're an online retailer, you build trust by offering a transparent return policy, right? Like you just put that right on your website. So there's no question about how a person is able to interact with you should they have a problem or a concern with that product. They know upfront what your policy is, as well as they know that they'll get a response potentially within, a short amount of time, 24 to 48 hours, or however. You make sure that that's communicated. And then you want to consistently deliver on the time that you say that you're going to deliver the product. Now, that in itself could be a whole big opportunity right there, because you want to make sure that you under promise or over promise and under deliver and over promise, right? So you want to make sure that the customer is going to get that product within the time frame, and sometimes let's exceed it, right? Let's deliver it a day earlier or hours within the time frame, or however it is that you will get that product over to the customer. But that is also how you build trust and credibility with that customer. Now, let's take it a step further, that when we are building out to be our subject matter expert, we want to work on problem solving, right? Now, subject matter experts can very easily solve problems. If nothing else, that's generally the basis of our business, right? A lot of us are in business because we've become good at being able to help people identify their problems and deal with their pain points. And so once you become that subject matter expert and you're now helping people to solve those problems, you better understand their issue, right? And you understand your field on a deeper level. And this helps businesses, this helps customers find better solutions across the board. So you want to prioritize your customers, right? So you want to listen actively to your customer feedback and using it to improve your products and services. There is nothing like being able to have a satisfied customer. When you have that customer, they're going to tell somebody else, right? And as they're telling somebody else, that person now is driven towards your business. And it helps everybody in the equation to come out successful and on top. So you want to make sure that you are engaging with your customers, right? Like, what do you like about that product? What do you like about the packaging? Is there something that we could do differently? You know, do little contests and different things like that that will help you to get some of that customer feedback. As well as you can also customize your offers, whatever it is that you're offering, whether it is a product or a service, you can customize that in order to cater to the specific needs of your customers and their preference based upon your target audience. So let's talk about whatever your offer is. For example, you can now say if you cater to women, for example, maybe your packaging is more soft and catered towards women, right? Like colors, bright, that are really nice. Or if you cater to men, maybe it's something more along the lines of something that they would like. Either way, know what it is that your customers like and build upon that. Don't just get the information and put it on the shelf, right? Let's get that information and let's apply it to our business, because every small tweak that you can make that it improves upon your product allows you to potentially increase your retention rate. It also increases your repeat customer rate as well. So you want to make sure that you're doing the things necessary to build your business. Now, when we talk about getting to know your customers and applying that feedback, you want to build strong relationships with your customers through things like loyalty programs, personalized communication, and follow-up. I cannot tell you that how a simple email, a simple phone call going out to that customer and talking with them about how it is that their product best served you, right? Like how their product best helped you is going to help you in the long run, right? So getting to know your customers, having that loyalty program and personalized communication will allow you to be able to do that. And then you also want to anticipate your customer needs and proactively address any issues before they arise. Let's say, we're not perfect sometimes when we're business owners, right? If there is a challenge, you communicating that and being proactive about that helps now your customer to say, oh, wait a minute, like they really care. And it allows you to be able to build upon that relationship to where that customer is going to want to come back. But let's give another example. Say you have a subscription-based streaming service and you regularly survey your subscribers, right? To understand their viewing habits and their preferences, using the data to recommend personalized content and improve the customer experience. Like you're putting it out there to them based upon their needs. And 9 times out of the 10, that helps them to make an informed decision, and it cuts down the time that they would normally use doing research. So you want to make sure that, even as you are going forward, you anticipate the needs of your customer as you are surveying the information that you're getting from feedback in your business. Not to mention that in your business, you want to work towards niching down as much as possible. When you become the subject matter expert, if a person is looking for that particular thing, they're going to seek you out because they know that you know what it is that there is to know about that product or service. So always pick something that you love. That is always a good place to start. And then you want to continue to learn about it. But it could be a hobby or something related to your business, but we want to be specific around it. So, for example, if you're a good baker, then you want to know everything that there is about baking. The same thing could apply to landscaping, right? You want to know everything that there is about your craft, because it's going to allow you to be able to expand in your business with intention, right? You're going to now be looking at how you can expand on the latest tools for landscaping, right? I saw when they went from the push mowers to the zero turn lawn mowers and different things like that. So it really did make a difference for those that stayed up on the cutting edge of the industry. Their business was able to grow, because when it took, 2 hours to cut a yard, now it only took 30 minutes. So it does make a difference sometimes when you're able to get in there and survey the needs of your customer, but also improve upon your skills to where it services the customer. Because let's face it, the time that you spent cutting 1 yard, now you could cut 4 yards in the same amount of time with latest equipment. So maybe it's something like that. But selecting the right area to become an expert is a crucial decision for your business. And you want to start also with your passion and something that you're interested in. So start by considering the things that you're really passionate about, whatever those subjects are. And then you want to learn whatever it is that there is to know about it, because it helps you to stay motivated and committed to being an expert in that area, right? I don't know about you, but I have had the opportunity, sometimes I'll take the opportunity to read. And when I'm reading, I may read 2 or 3 different books at a time, depending upon the subject that I'm interested in. And so there's nothing wrong with doing what works for you, right? I could very easily go online and find something, and I'm sure I could read it there, but it's nothing like me having an actual book in my hand that brings me the most joy. That's something that I'm passionate about, being an avid learner. So with me being able to do that, it allows me to stay on the cutting edge of business. Now, you want to also look at how you can access the market demand. So research the market to understand which areas have a demand for your expertise. Now, you can always look for gaps in the market where your skills and your knowledge can provide value. Tools like market research reports, industry analysis, and keyword research can help you identify trends and opportunities. When you are a subject matter expert, it makes you hungry for learning, hungry for more. And so as you're going through these reports, there's nothing like knowing that you're getting ready to do the next best thing that's going to be based upon your business. And then you also want to consider evaluating your skills and your strengths. So depending upon what your strengths and weaknesses are, you want to take into consideration what you're naturally good at. And so as well as what skills you have developed throughout your career and your personal interests, and choose an area where your current abilities align with the expertise that you want to develop. And as you're doing this, you want to set goals for yourself. What are your short-term and your long-term goals, right? I was saying that in order for you to become a subject matter expert, generally it takes anywhere from 2.5 to 5 years to do that. However, because it is a little bit of a longer process, you can set short-term goals. You can learn something like marketing or something like social media for your business, which is going to help you potentially get more immediate returns, which will allow you to be able to grow your business in that area. So as you are obtaining this information, you want to quickly apply it, because it's going to allow you to be able to go forward, right? To be able to take what it is that you do now and harness that in your business. Now, let's talk about niche versus broad expertise for just a moment, because I did say that you want to find a niche in your business. that one little area that makes you a specialist will allow you the opportunity to really market yourself in such a way that it highlights what it is that you do. Now, decide whether you want to become a niche expert in a very specific area, or if you want to be a broader expert with a wider range of knowledge. So I tell everyone that I'm affectionately known as the money makeover mogul. That sometimes can be interpreted that it is broad. However, I help people to go from where they are to where they want to be in their finances, generally by taking one area of passion or one area of expertise that they are already in and creating multiple streams of income from that. With that being said, my niche has become being able to identify what people are innately and naturally good at and being able to help them to now magnify that and diversify it. So with that, I have more of a niche type of experience in my business. And so I've been able to harness being able to help people with that, right? So whether or not you're going to niche down, or if you're going to say that you are going to be more broad-based, that is kind of really your decision. However, niche expertise can sometimes lead to higher yields of specialization, as well as premium pricing, and broader expertise may allow you to create more versatility. And so as you continue to do that, now you can command whatever it is that your fees are because you are a specialist. And being able to be that specialist allows you now to be able to work in that area a little bit more. Now, industry trends and innovation. I know we were talking about being innovative and the subject matter expert, but you definitely want to stay up to date on industry trends as well as the innovations. I was talking earlier about technology. Look for emerging technologies, the methodologies rather, and approaches that might shape the future of your chosen field. Being ahead of the curve can make you a sought after expert. Now, I don't know about you, but having the opportunity to be sought after means that sometimes that comes with a premium. Sometimes that comes with definitely a higher level of expertise. And so it allows you then to be able to command, right, your schedule and be able to be set aside. Now, your target audience consideration. So think about who it is that you want to serve and more of their needs and what problems can your expertise solve from them. And your chosen area should align with the needs and pain points of your potential customers. And you just don't want to stop there. You want to potentially be able to create things for them that maybe they didn't really ask for, right? You always want to service your customer from the standpoint of what they want, but give them what they need when they come to you. Meaning that, oh, I didn't think about that, right? I only wanted this part of it. Well, now when you have a complete package, there again, we go back to your customer retention again. And so you have the opportunity to be able to add that customer into that life cycle of that customer and keep them a little bit longer. Now, you can also look at your competitive advantage, right? You want to do some research on your competitors and the areas and their areas of expertise, for example. If you're able to identify gaps in their offerings or opportunities to provide a unique perspective or solution, now you have a win-win situation. I will say that I have heard it said that there's nothing new under the sun. Well, with that being said, because of innovation, it seems like it's something brand new because if we haven't seen it quite done that way, then it definitely brings a greater level of need for that particular product, right? Like if we'll use McDonald's, for example. They've created the opportunity to make multiple burgers at a time. Well, that really kind of changed the market, right? So with that being said, it's still a burger, right? You still put it on a bun, but if you can mass produce that now, McDonald's, one of the world's largest franchises, known around the world. We're not just talking about, in the US and just local, but around the world. People know McDonald's. So with that, look at what the unique perspective of that business is as you're going into your business and how that applies to you and how you can help now to identify those gaps and increase on your product. So that helps you also to differentiate yourself from your competitors. And this can be a key factor in your success. I will tell you that when you set out to be an entrepreneur, sometimes you're going to have some blind spots. But the more that you become that subject matter expert, it allows you now to close that gap on you having those blind spots for starters, but also being able to deliver a well-crafted product, right? Something that's sustainable in the marketplace. The statistics are staggering when it comes to first-time business owners. Like the numbers are in the high 60 and 70% range that first-time business owners go out of business. And so you want to lessen the impact of that potentially happening to you by you studying the market. Doing your research and identifying these gaps helps you to solidify your place in the market, and you become an appropriate stakeholder, right? Like you get your fair market share by you being able to have products and services that customers will want to go after. You also want to study and practice, right? As you're learning all this information, you just don't want to wait to apply it. You want to put it into practice as soon as possible. So learn everything that you can about your chosen area, read books, take courses, practice what you learn, but then let's take it a step further and share that knowledge. This one sometimes becomes a little bit of a sore spot for some people because we don't talk about it a whole lot on how we can teach others what we know. This is how we create legacies. This is how we create franchises, as well as we continue to build on the longevity of our brand by teaching others what we know. Now, you can do so many things to harness your information, right? To be able to have it where somebody else can pick up that information and run with it. But you can write blogs, you can make videos, or you can give talks, right? You can share that information, but sharing also makes you, or it allows you to be known as the expert because you don't hold back, right? Like you don't mind sharing that information with others. And that creates another life cycle for your business as well. It helps to create the longevity in your business when you are able to now go out there and help them with that. Now, as you've identified your audience, before sharing your knowledge, it's crucial to understand your target audience. For example, who they are, what are their needs, their problems and preferences, and then tailor your content and communication style to resonate with that audience. There's nothing like putting information out there and it almost like falls on deaf ear, right? Either it's too complicated, right? You have it where it's too many formulas and different things like that. And people are like, oh my gosh, this is just really too complicated. But now with social media and the social age, there's things like Reels, there's little things like TikToks and stuff like that, where the information is in bite-sized pieces, 30, 60 seconds, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is, you can put the information in there that's tailored towards your audience. And if your audience dictates to, because you deal to a younger tech savvy type of customer, then you want to meet the needs of them. If your customer doesn't mind looking at a 30, 45 minute video, let's just say, then that's okay. but you need to know what those needs and preferences are of your customer, because that's going to allow you to be able to service them even more, right? I have bought products over the years, and it came with instructions, right? I don't know about you, but when you get complicated instructions, sometimes it makes you feel like you don't want to do it, right? But I would always sit there and try to figure it out. But now a lot of the instructions comes with a video. Scan the QR code and watch a video, and it helps to lessen the blow of you of your learning curve, right? With putting all of this stuff together. So whatever it is that's going to work for your customer, embrace that. I talk to a lot of my clients, and some of them have challenges with technology. I will say that if you are technically challenged, you owe it to yourself to learn that, right? Because if you come across customers and they're a little bit more tech savvy than you, that I'm not saying learn everything, but learn the basics enough so that you can continue to fill that gap of being the expert with that customer. Now, you want to talk about choosing the right medium, meaning that how is it that you're going to deliver those products and services? So you want to select the most appropriate medium for sharing your knowledge. And I was saying earlier about blogs and articles with videos. Well, now there's podcasts, there's webinars. You can even do this stuff on social media, workshops, and public speaking. The choice depends on your expertise, your audience, and the type of content that you're delivering. Either way, you can share your knowledge. As you're sharing your knowledge, you want to create high quality content. I cannot tell you how much this is hugely important, because people view you as a subject matter expert as you are putting your content out there. People are looking at, your lighting. They're looking at the not only that, but how you're delivering the information, the platform that you're delivering it on. All of that definitely makes a difference. Whatever it is, if you are delivering products, for example, you want to make sure that those products are displayed well, they're well lit, they're have a really nice background, and the pictures look great. So either way, you want to make sure that you are delivering that information to that customer with high quality content. So focus on creating content that is informative, well-researched, and well-structured. Use clear and concise language as well. There's nothing worse than using information with big words, right, that most customers would not understand. So put your information out there that could be on a seventh grade level, right, a fifth grade level, that it's really simple to understand, and that the customer wouldn't mind perusing and potentially buying other stuff because you made it super simple for them, right? If you have a payment processor, let's talk about that for just a moment. If you have too many clicks sometimes for that customer to check out, sometimes they don't have a pleasant customer experience. How can you increase that? Have a one-click payment processor, right? There's so many things that you can do in your business that allows you to be that subject matter expert, as well as you want to back your insights, right, as you're continuing to improve on your products with evidence or examples to enhance your credibility. Now, let's talk about consistency, because that does matter in business. Consistency is the key in building an audience. So this is how we'll go back to McDonald's. This is how they were able to build successful franchises, and everybody knows who McDonald's is because of their consistency. The one thing that you can say is that you can go there and you can get a burger and you can get some fries, right? With that being said, how is it that you can build that level of consistency in your business? Every time somebody buys a product or they buy a service, they should have a continued level of consistency. So establish as you are doing your building your business, as well as even posting, right? You can establish a regular schedule for all of it. So as you are moving forward, consistency helps you to keep your audience engaged and learning for more. Now, I cannot tell you how thinking outside of the box in your business will allow you to set yourself apart from everybody in the industry. Don't just do what everybody else is doing, but think of new ways to do things that are better and sometimes make it a little bit more fun. You want to now change the game, they call it, right? You have the ability to be able to do that as you are the expert. You know what your customers need, but why not make it fun? Sometimes you can make a game out of it, right? It allows your customers to join in with you and them build on their level of engagement as they're going forward with you and your business. So as we're working through building your customer base, right? Thinking outside of the box, you want to also build up a diverse team with various backgrounds, experiences, and perspective. Diversity often leads to a wider range of ideas and approaches to problem solving. Problem solving in business. As a business owner, you want to get good at solving problems. You want to be Johnny on the spot and think quick on your feet as you are going forward in business. And this is really taking it outside of the box, right? There's been a couple of times that I may even ask a customer, so what would you do in this situation? Or what would best work for you? Now, a lot of times people are just thinking that you're just going to, stick with the policy and you're just going to go with the plan and you're just going to say, oh, no, we don't do refunds or here you go. And that's just the end of it. No, you want to now turn that potential bad situation into a good situation. So having a diverse team to help you think that through and being a good problem solver is going to help you to be able to transition those customers in such a way that they come back still and become a repeat customer. I cannot tell you the number of times that I've gone somewhere and the service has been less than stellar, but because 8 out of the 10 times that I've gone there, or we'll say 9 out of 10, where the service was excellent, I would still go back with that one bad experience because that was not the norm, right? Sometimes there are going to be some one-offs, but how do you save that customer and have a product that's good enough that's going to want them to come back? So this is how you do that. But as you are building out yourself to be that subject matter expert, this allows you to be able to take all of that into consideration as well. You don't want a customer to leave and not have their product or service to be a great experience for them. So you can even come back from bad situations, right? But you've got to be willing to do that and change your perspective on that. You also want to challenge assumptions, question assumptions that may be limiting your business. What if you approached a problem from a completely different angle? And what if you didn't follow the industry norms and you challenged the status quo? Now that's going to allow you to definitely be outside of the box, right? I did say think outside of the box, but when you start to challenge the norm, people are drawn to that, right? People love knowing that you're just not the average business owner. They want to know that they can trust you, that you're going to be consistent and that you're going to give good customer service. With that, that allows them to be able to connect with you in ways that they are drawn to what it is that you're doing. And then let's talk about cross-industry inspiration. Look outside of your industry sometimes for inspiration as well. Often breakthrough ideas come from applying concepts or practices from one field to another, and study different industries to find innovative concepts that can be adapted to your business. Because I look at people with their finances, for example, I could continue to stay on the trend of let's talk about your budget, let's talk about diversifying your income, but I took it a step further. Me personally, myself, I deal a lot with mindset. And the reason why I deal with mindset is because it allows me to now help people to shift their relationship with their money, help them to shift outside of what they think about when they think about money, for example. And so looking outside of my industry allowed me to be able to see that it's not about the money. It is about a lot of times our relationship to it and how we think about it. And so as I've been able to now move more into incorporating wealth mindset, it has allowed me to experience an exponential shift in my business with me helping and serving my clients. So how can you do that in your industry? You want to make sure that you're studying enough things that are kind of really on the edge, right? It's on the surface of you being able to incorporate that with your business, but how can that become a best practice? How can that be cutting edge and innovative? You get to determine what that looks like. And then learning from your failure. You want to embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Don't be afraid to take calculated risks and experiment. Even if an idea doesn't work out, the lessons learned can lead to future successes. Just because it didn't work right then doesn't mean that it's not going to work. However, if you are innovative and you are a subject matter expert, you'll be able to flip and continue to keep moving in a forward motion, continue that momentum that you've built up in your business, right? So that way you're not losing any time and you're not losing anything, but it will allow you to be able to build on your business even more. One other thing that I definitely like to make sure that we cover is social media monitoring. That's one of the things that I've seen that sometimes, depending upon your type of business, that we could potentially miss the mark on. Regularly monitor your social media platforms for mentions of your brand, your products, or your services, and pay attention to both positive and negative comments. Either way, you want to respond promptly and professionally to your customer inquiries and feedback. And this is going to be huge because you are the brand. You are who you say that your company is. You represent that. And so on social media, there's nothing wrong sometimes with having multiple pages and be on multiple platforms and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to sometimes take some work for you to be able to monitor all of this, but you want to be able to say that I have a pulse on what my business is doing and that I am an integral part of my business. And so you want to stay in on what's going on. There's nothing wrong with having a social media team or a marketing team and somebody to handle that for you. But how is it that you can now take a grasp on that? It's nothing like being able to see that you made a comment, right? That you responded back to that customer. It definitely helps that customer to be able to say, yep, they, let me know, responded back to my inquiry. And now I feel really good about what I'm doing. You can take it a step further as well and monitor and respond to your online reviews, as well as platforms like Yelp, Google My Business, industry-specific review sites. Encourage satisfied customers to leave those reviews, first of all, but also address anything negative that's coming across constructively. Now, I definitely know that we went over a lot of information here on today about being a subject matter expert in your business, as well as being innovative. You always want to think in forward motion. How is it that you can take your business to the next level? What's that one thing that's going to help you now to be able to expand your business? You always want to think in terms of growth. So with you being able to do that, as you continue to apply some of the things that we were talking about today, let it start with you first. You want to be the one that is learning, that is becoming the subject matter expert, so that you can serve your customers with grace, as well as extend the lifetime of your customers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Russell. We appreciate all that great information you shared with us today. Just one more time, can you leave your website for those who'd like to reach out to you?
Yes, my website is drtabitharussell.com, as well as I'm on social media under Dr. Tabitha Russell, as well as I am Dr. Tabitha on all social media platforms.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that's on the screen below, $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for October 2023, NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richer Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mulaney Shaney Global, Executive Women Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App, and Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur, or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dreams by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be losers, miss out on their dreams from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie,
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us at www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Helen Hicks. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Jackie Channer. Jackie has a wealth of experience in her over 40 years in the financial industry and a passion for helping individuals and businesses navigate the complexities of money. Understanding the rules and regulations in this ever changing financial landscape is crucial for success. Almaze offers a range of financial products tailored to various needs, including commercial, small business administration, business loans, and business financing. Their motto, "You don't need $1 million, just access to it," means that Almaze aims to provide clients with the means to access capital, which can be a significant advantage for small businesses and entrepreneurs. I present to you Jackie Channer.
Well, good afternoon. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hi, I am happy to be here. I'd like to bring on a colleague of mine that I've been working with for over 25 years. She is Miss Allison Bennett. She's CEO of Business Wealth Financing. And I thought it would be great to bring her on because she has such fabulous information about trust, business financing, and all the things that we were talking about last month. So here is Allison Bennett. Hi, Allison.
Hi, how are you today?
Great. Thank you so much for joining me. I was on this platform last month, and as I was speaking, I was thinking of you as I was speaking because the information that you have that we always talk about is so powerful. And I was like, you have to share this. You have to share this. So thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk with us because I know how super busy you are. So again, I really appreciate the time.
Oh, no problem for you. When I heard about what this was all about and how, I'm my goal is to help as many Black businesses as possible get this information. So with a network like this is wonderful. So of course, this is very important to get out to our community. So of course, I'm happy to be here.
And again, I'm just so happy to have you. The last time I shared with the audience the rules of money. Alice and I talk about all the time. If you know the rules, you can get the money. And she specializes in business financing and building wealth, which is something that a lot of us don't think about on our day-to-day journey when we're working. But we get our clients and we like to explain to them that you have to think about tomorrow, even though you're working today. And there are so many products out there that can help us that we have no clue. For instance, we think of insurance as just something for our car or just something for our home. But Allison has a plethora, and let me say that again, a plethora of products that most people have never heard of that can actually take you to the next level of your whole wealth building. And when I say wealth building, we're talking about generational wealth. That's what we focus on. We're not just talking about today, we're talking about tomorrow and the future. And this is why Alice and I have been partnered for so long, because we take care of our clients from the minute they start understanding that they need to get their credit straight, and she's wonderful with credit, to the moment that they are starting their company and need business financing, because you always need money to make money. She has a lot of different products like we do for that. But what is really interesting, and one of the things I really wanted her to come and talk to today, besides just a little bit about the insurance, I do want you to touch on that because I love that product, but also on the trust. People think, again, if they even think of trust, okay, it's something that really rich people have. But we are trying to show people that everybody needs it. I mean, you have a business, you totally need it. And there are ways to use a trust that most people have no idea. And I was so fascinated when Allison told me about it this past month. I was like, you have to come on the show. You have to share this. So Allison, I'm not putting you on the spot, but I am. I just want you to talk about the insurance products first that you have, and then you can lead that into the trust. And if I jump in and I have a question, it's only because if I have a question, somebody else might have a question. So tell us about the insurance products, first of all, because they're fascinating, just fascinating.
Well, my background, just so I'll give you a little bit about my background.
Please.
I've been in business funding and financing and funding and credit and in that arena for the past 12 years before that, but I've been in finance for like 20 something. So when I found out the power of business credit and funding in that arena and wealth building, I saw that one of the areas that we need to speak about more in our community is the power of building wealth with insurance. It's nothing new. It's just new to a lot of people who don't know about it. It's been around. These options have been around for over 100 years.
Wow.
The companies that I work with are companies that do not advertise. You will never see them advertise in any shape, form, or fashion because they've been around so long, they don't have to. The people who are connected to them to get clients signed up for their products know about them. And normally the first time anyone's heard about insurance products like this is through someone like myself who focuses on wealth building insurance products. So when we're talking about a car, your house, things like that, that's what you call property and casualty. We're not talking about that today, even though those are very important to have, of course. But what we're talking about is the other side, the wealth building policies. The wealth building policies on your personal side help you. And then when you have a business, they can supercharge your business. They can help you manage your money, believe it or not. The taxes that you pay has a lot to do with whatever insurance products you actually have under your business. Now, that may be something completely new to most entrepreneurs, but if you check out Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, pick any one, and go and find out how much they have invested in real estate compared to how much they have in insurance products. It would surprise you to know that they have more invested in insurance products than they do in real estate.
I am sure most people would be so surprised to hear that.
Billions more. And the reason is because insurance policies I'm speaking about are assets, just like if you look at your house, it appreciates, it grows. But you know what's different about that? Like when you buy a house and you say you bought it for $100,000,
right?
And you kept it for 10 years, and now you have $300,000 in equity. That's a wonderful deal.
Right.
But then an earthquake comes, a windstorm, a tornado, a hurricane, and the house is flooded, goes off, gets burned. The earthquake takes it down, whatever you can think of, mold, all kind of different things. That happens to that particular asset.
Right.
Can you get your equity out at that point? No, you cannot. So we look at insurance policies, these particular policies I'm talking about, as assets that do not burn, cannot be destroyed the way a house can be destroyed, but appreciate, if not the more than a house will over years, as an asset you can utilize to lean against, to get funding for business projects, for all kind of things. It just depends on if you know what product does what.
What kind of product is that? Because I know it's not life. So what kind of product do you call that?
Well, it does actually have a component of life.
Okay.
All of them do.
Okay.
So if you think about a component, if something happens to you and you're unfortunately not here anymore, that component is absolutely in those policies as well. It's an automatic, but they're set up for different things like wealth building. You actually get to tell the insurance agent, how much you want to put in these policies. So say you have $50,000 that you want to put somewhere and grow. Most of these policies have at least 2.5%. That's the least it'll be. It's 2 to 2.5% in interest that you will earn on the money. If you know what the banks are charging right now as far as giving you back interest, it's nowhere near 2%. But the great thing about this is 2% is the least you're going to make. It can go as high as high as high. It's connected to the stock market. Now, I'm not saying for you to invest in the stock market, but these policies are automatically connected to what the stock market does. But with a wonderful caveat is there's a bottom. You can never lose a dime. So they use the stock market to actually build the wealth in the policies, but you will never lose any of your money that you put in, whether the stock market blows up or not.
So let me ask you this. We had talked about a product that you said all CEOs should have in case something happened to them.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that? Because there's so much I want to talk about that we can't even get into detail with everything. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like a nice little business smorgasbord.
Okay. Yep. You want to protect your talent. Okay. So what does that mean? That means even if you're a 2-person shop, that's even more important. Really, if you're a 1-person shop, or all the way up to however many people that you have as 1099 contract or W-2 employees, it doesn't matter. It's very important to have this. For example, if you have a partner, say you have an IT company and you have 2 partners, and the partners one decides that they want to retire. The other one got sick, unfortunately, and they can't work anymore. Right. So now your business is impacted because there's 3 of you. Now there's 1 of you. You need to, whatever talent that those partners brought to the table, if you don't have them in place, your business could fold.
Right.
Or go out of business.
Right.
So instead, if you have certain policies on those individuals and yourself, in case something happens, then you can cash in the policy, use the money to find another person with the same talent.
Right.
And then your company does not suffer because you don't have someone in place to do what that person did. That's huge. Because a lot of companies, if you have one person that's not there anymore and there's a 2-person team, that's it. The company definitely will suffer. Or you say, well, the owner will say, I need money to recruit. I need money to grow. I need money to fill the spot. And they don't have the money. They have to pull it from somewhere else, their profit or something.
Right. Or home equity
policy being in place like that, you can actually cash it in and use it for that particular purpose. That's what it's set up for. There's other things that it does to build wealth actually under the business that we don't have really. We can get into it another time. Right. But this is a very important insurance to have in place. And it also helps you control the amount of taxes. It's a legal tax shelter. That's what it becomes. And so there's different ways to utilize the policies to control how much you actually want to pay in taxes quarter to quarter. Because you can use those policies to actually very legally, all legal, of course, put your profit in there in a tax-free, not tax-deferred, tax-free policy that will grow your money at the same time. You're filling up the policy, but also controlling your taxes that way. So when you hear people who are very wealthy talk about, I don't pay taxes, and you get upset, it's really not that they don't pay taxes. illegally a lot. Some of them, some people are illegal in what they do, but I'm just saying legally there are things that are in place that they have. I'm sure they have people in their system have in place for them so that they really don't have to pay the taxes that the ordinary person has to pay because they don't know. And anybody can get this. You can start a business in the state of Maryland where the DMV where we are. You can start a business for under $200. And so once you have that entity in place, there's a lot you can do to improve your bottom line. Let's put it that way.
That was so exciting when you told me, because there's so many people who have no clue that they need that kind of protection for their business. And another conversation we were having, people don't realize that when they're ready to retire, they should look to see if their business is profitable enough to sell as opposed just to close. I know I had a conversation with someone this week where what they do is come in and they analyze your business 5 years or so before you're talking about retirement. So you can make your company, if it's a company that's scalable, you can make your company profitable so that when you retire, you can actually sell your company. I've always been blown away about how many people just close their business and don't know that they actually built this business and that they can sell this business. You know, it's a family business, so they don't think it has value, but it very well could have value. The other thing I'm excited about, I don't want to get to another track, is the trust. Allison blew me away when we started talking about trust. Now, I know we're not going to get deep into it, but if you could just give just sort of an overview of kind of how it works. And again, another product you're not going to see advertised. And, you know, clear disclosure, everything we do is legal because we are not going to jail for anybody. But sometimes these products really sound too good to be true, but they really are. Again, though, they're not in general public. So if you don't know someone, you'll never hear about them. So I'm not going to take up more time. Go ahead and tell, because I'm so excited about these.
So like Jackie was saying earlier, most people think, oh, trust. Oh, they must have a lot of money. Oh, they have to be rich. Oh, that's the only reason. What do I need with a trust? I have a 9-to-5. I make $45,000 a year. You know, I have 2 kids. You know, whatever you think. What is that for me? Well, you're the one that really needs to have a trust because there are actually trusts that you can put in place that actually help you get to a 0% to a 5% tax bracket. Right now, I guarantee you, if you don't have these types of things in place, you're at a 28, 38, 35% tax bracket like everybody else.
Right.
But when you have a business, it doesn't have to be a big business, but you have a business and you have a trust in place, certain types of trusts in place that work in congruent with each other, that actually teaches you how to live under a trust. And it really does help you with your bottom line in so many ways. Not only that, a trust is like a person. It protects everything. So if you have a house, car, insurance policies, gold, silver, whatever valuables that you have, you can put in your trust. And do you know that nobody can get it? The IRS, it doesn't matter. No entity, no one can sue you for it. Nothing. And you can even put those insurance policies I was telling you about inside the trust. And I'm gonna give you a little clue. Little clue. The trust being like a person. Do you know that you can make if you heard of a beneficiary, the beneficiary of an insurance policy is who you leave the money to when something happens to you. Okay. Right. So when you say you pass away, the beneficiary gets that money because you made that person the beneficiary of the insurance policy to take care of. Hopefully they take care of your passing, your funeral, things like that. But they also have, money to do whatever you wanted to leave to them. Right. You know that you can actually use the trust as a beneficiary instead of a person. And that way it protects the insurance policy money from being squandered or someone suing you for it or any of the above things that you could think of that happen. Because in our community, when we think about insurance, all we think about is the negative. We think about somebody's getting an insurance policy on me to get rid of me so that they can make money off of me. Because if it's $1 million policy and then I die and somebody that then, you know, they're the beneficiary and they get 100,000, 500,000, whatever it is, $1 million. That's what our community is really very, very afraid of.
Right. And that's what they
comes to insurance. They think that it's something that, you know, but it's actually, if
So
you
much
put it, but if you have a trust, if you're worried about all of that, get an insurance policy, make the trust the beneficiary. And nobody, it would not benefit anyone to off you, as they say, off early, because the longer you live, the more money there is in that insurance policy, in these policies I'm talking about. Okay.
So are these only for businesses?
No, these are for anyone who wants to learn how to live with a trust, build a good legacy for their children, their grandchildren, leaving it properly as a legacy. Very important that you leave it in a trust. That way, you know, have you heard of people who have houses and then they went into probate, or the siblings are fighting over everything and it's a mess, or they didn't pay their taxes and you know the state comes after the property and all kind of stuff like that.
I always say nothing breaks up a family.
If you have it in a trust, setting up the trust, you have all of that is covered. No one's going to squabble over any of that because all of that is settled and written into the trust what your wishes are and what the wishes are. So there's no fighting, there's no probate, there's no losing property, there's no losing generational assets that you wanted to leave to your children and grandchildren. It's all spelled out by you when you set the trust up.
Now they have different types of trusts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you have one that you
many different types.
Many different types.
So what I'm speaking of are trusts that are they have to do with connected to your family.
Right, those are family trusts.
Connected to your business.
Right.
It's connected to, you know, things like that. So what I'm saying is it's very powerful tools. These are very powerful. These are making money is one thing, but growing it, protecting it, and leaving it properly to your legacy is more important than anything you make. Because as much as you make, if it's not left properly, it just goes wherever it goes. It's not set up right. And that happens in our community so much. That's why we can't hold on to our wealth, because we don't know how to properly protect it. And these things that I'm talking about properly protect your assets.
And it's not as much money as people always think. That is the thing. You know, how much money is it really worth it to you to protect your legacy? Okay.
I mean, and really, let me tell you something. It's a lot more affordable than you think.
Exactly.
But what it is, I will say this, if you don't have it in place,
then it costs you.
It really could be a problem. Do you know that even the trust bank account cannot, it's different than a regular bank account? So if you have money in that trust bank account and say, I don't know, somebody try to sue you, or, you know, your whatever, child support, all kind of different things that come up, they cannot touch that money in the trust bank account. They cannot touch it.
So
they can't garnish it. They can't come after it. I mean, that's huge right there.
That's huge right there.
Right there.
Everybody should have a trust.
In a 0% tax bracket or a 5% or 1% tax bracket. So that means that if you make 50 grand, you keep 95% of that. Right now, you're not. If you make 50 grand, you're paying all kind of taxes, right? And half of your money.
So you're telling people, even if they work for a 9-to-5, if they don't have a business, that they can have a trust.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make that clear. so people
They really
understand.
should have a trust. That's what I'm saying. The least money you make, the more it's important for you to have these policies and trusts in place so that it protects the money that you do make. Say you only make 40 grand. Wouldn't it be nice to take home at least about 95% of that a year as opposed to giving half of it away in taxes? And if you do it properly, you don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
And then you teach your kids to do that. I mean, and it's just it's an education. It's an education knowledge level that
we never really got taught in school, nor is it a conversation in our community. And it really needs to be. It could start at any level. The churches can talk about it. I always think it's always good for church to have financial meetings to help their parishioners who don't want to maybe seek out financial counselors, because that's scary to some people. They think only rich people have financial counselors. And basically, even though you do and we do business funding and finance, we really are to a lot of people, they're business counselors, because we know different facets of business that can actually help them propel to where they're trying to go. The trust, I can't even express, enough to people to really look into the trust, to really find out about it. You have time to educate yourself, because we all know everybody's going to die. That's just going to happen, just like you're paying taxes. Some people don't like to talk about trust because it makes them feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. But you are. And that's okay. We all can't live on this earth together, but we can protect our families, when we leave. And that's the biggest part. I also enjoyed talking to you about the insurance. I still can't get past that with some people too. They just don't get it, that insurance is a vehicle for wealth. It's not just a vehicle to protect your assets, and I just wanted you to just talk a little bit more about how we use insurance to protect wealth.
I mean, for example, I speak to, say take a truck driver, a CDL driver.
Okay.
That is one of the most dangerous jobs that you could possibly have because of the size of the equipment. And if it crashes or jackknifes or does something crazy, or if you hit someone and you're driving, I mean, it's just so many different things that can happen with a tractor trailer driver, CDL driver.
And they're a business.
They don't, yes. Right. Well, if they're owner operators or if they're just drivers, it's still important, even if they work for a company.
Okay.
Because something could happen to them in that vehicle. Now, a lot of the bigger companies have some insurance for you, but they're not going to have the level of insurance in place that you're going to put in place with these policies I'm talking about. So say you're in an accident and something happens. Is your family covered? If something happens to you and you're no longer with us, are your kids, your spouse, your whoever, your significant others, are they all protected in case something happens to you properly? And I'm not talking about some little dinky policy. If you get a dinky policy, that's all it's going to do. And a lot of times when I talk to people about insurance, I say the first thing I want to do is let us, our team, see every insurance policy that you have at your job, that you got out, Gerber Life, everything, right? On your kids, right?
Right.
Popular one in our community, Gerber Life.
Okay?
Right. So that we can go over it. And because most of the time when people get an insurance policy, they look at it, they get it, and then they put it away and they never look at it again until something happens.
Something happens.
So I always make our clients, let's look and evaluate what you already have.
Right.
And then we can build from there so you can compare and understand what you have here compared to what you could have or you need to have. Because a lot of times needs change. You might have gotten that policy on you when you were in your 20s, some dinky some policy, right? I won't say dinky. I'll just say some policy that you got from your job or something like that when you were young. But now you're 30 something and have 3 kids. And do you have insurance policies on your children?
Right.
You can have insurance policies I'm talking about on your children as early as 2 weeks out of the womb. And if you do that, by the time they're 30, all of that's accumulated in these policies. We call them $1 million baby policies for a reason. Because if you start from then and just let it go until the child grows up into adulthood, you'd be surprised what accumulations are in there when they get into their 20s and 30s.
Can they use that money to go to college?
So you don't have to have a college
I was
loan.
saying, can they use that to go to college?
Yep. And buy a house. There's a lot of things you can use it for.
So
And
is that a better?
I'm talking about tax-free vehicles, not tax deferred like a 401k or something. I'm talking about tax-free. That means when you take the money out, it is not taxed. So you get to use all of that money. When you take your money,
that different than the state one that they have, the one that they say you can save for in the state and then send your child to school?
That's different. That's a loan program.
Okay.
And a lot of times it's a loan program. So it's still going to be monies that have to be paid out. But say you have one of those. So use that, but then you have a big difference between what you have saved up in that for your child.
Right.
Then you could go and then you don't have to take it out of take out any more loans or anything else for college. You can just use the policy money that's in the policy for college to fill in that gap, or pay for the whole college experience. Pay for it all. Down payment on the house, car. Your kids don't have to take out crazy loans and things like that. Is this
expensive to do? Like, it's a policy you're going to carry, say you have a child and now you got the policy. Is it a lot to pay for every month? Is it a big bill?
It's up to you what you pay for. So it depends on how much insurance you want to get, and you can build on that. So say you start at $75 a month. Okay. But you can always say, hey, next year I want to increase that. I want to increase that. So you can always build on that, but at least you have something in place that's doing a great service for you.
Now, can you ever stop?
Well, these policies are very interesting. So after 6 to 7 years, on the policies I'm referring to, if you want to stop paying the monthly on them, you can stop, and it still continues, and it just generates wealth with what money has already been accumulated in there for 7 years. But you'll never have to pay that monthly again if you don't want to. Now, a lot of people decide to because they want to keep building up the money in the policy. But literally, you will not. I know in most policies you think of, if I don't pay, it lapses.
Right.
These particular policies don't operate like that. These are wealth building policies. So the money in that policy, after 7 years, if you want to set it up for it to pay itself and just grow, like whatever's in there, and you don't want to put anything else in, you still have the policy in place. Everything is in place. I'm talking about a death benefit, but I need to talk about the living benefit. That's extremely important in these policies.
Right. And we're going to have to talk about that. However, our time is going, and I do want you to touch on this so much. I do want you to touch on one of the things we do a lot is the business funding. It's so hard for a lot of our businesses to walk into a bank and get funding. Allison, we build out people's funding because without money, you can't do business. So could you just speak a little bit about the business funding, the building out?
Everything foundationally is based on what options you have as far as capital, money, funds. So, and that's your private side or on your business side. It doesn't matter. You have to have the funds in place to do what you have to do. If you don't have funds in place, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to buy things. You're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to sustain yourself. A business can open and close based on the fact that it doesn't have proper funding. Okay.
So what Allison does and what we do is we set you up to be successful in getting to funding. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because our time, I see my little clock is running out. So just touch on that a little bit of how we set them up for
for example, so many small businesses in our community, they say, I hear this every day. Oh, I went into the bank. I went into whatever big bank, and I had my receipts with me, and my business is whatever it is. And I went in there, and they won't even get, and I banked with this bank for 20 years.
And I have good credit.
and I have good credit, and they still won't give me the funding. Yeah, you have to understand what they're looking for and make sure that you have someone, I would say like myself, that helps you have everything in order. And like I have seen people get denied business credit because a comma was in the wrong place. Everything is so detailed and precise. By the time you go into the bank, we have done all of that work. We know what has to be in place before we make an appointment. We make an appointment to see the proper person in the bank. You can't just walk into a bank and talk to any rep about this. There are specific people in these banks and institutions that deal specifically with helping small businesses get the funding they need, but you have to get to the right person and you have to have the right information in place. I literally have had people with 800 scores and they couldn't get any business credit. And we did what we do. And then the next week we went right in 250,000, 230, 200,000 and in a matter of 2 weeks. And they're like,
and we have lots of different, and we have lots of different business funding. We have zero interest for 12 to 15 months, whether you are a new company or if you have an established company. So we help businesses get funding. That is our specialty. We help you with the credit if that's what we need to do first, because everything starts with credit. I can't express how grateful I am to you, Allison, for joining us today and sharing that wealth of information that you have. I'm sure a lot of people have never heard of what you said. Can you give us your email address so that if someone wants to reach out to you, they can reach out for questions?
Sure. Just send me an email at info at the letter B, the word wealthy, and then the letter B.com. Be wealthy, be. It's an affirmation. Be wealthy, be wealthy.
There you go.
And my phone number, if you want to reach out to me, that one is 844-572-7100. And the name of my business is Business Wealth Builders, also known as Business Wealth Financing.
Thank you so much for joining us. Here's Helen. Here we are.
Thank you, ladies. That was such great information. I was writing things down. So lovely to have both Jackie and Allison here with us today. Thank you so much. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. Or you can use Cash App that's on the screen below. It's $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for October 2023, NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, Margie McLean Foundation, Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mulaney Shaney Global, Executive Women Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaugh explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoydu with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely, and this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. Getting out of your comfort zone. Doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.